halfway point. I'm at a rest stop, eating a candy bar. Was very abruptly awoken from my nap by the bus driver turning on the lights. But you know, yeah, one of these days I'll be able to eat Korean rest stop food because it looks really good. Although I might just be starving, so I'm gonna eat half this and just go chill out back on the bus. I think it's a 15-minute break, but like, I swear he said 46분, and I'm like, there's no way it's a 46-minute break. Maybe, I don't know, there's 46, the hell? We still got like an hour and a half left. I don't know where 46분, I don't know where 46 minutes come from, but this better not be a 46-minute break. Oh my god. Where's a light? Oh, light switch. Hey, it's so cute. Holy storage, okay. This is a nice little one room. Okay, it is hot in here. Oh, that view though. Especially, that is an Outback Steakhouse. Oh, I'm back in Gwangju. I cannot explain how excited I am to be back. This is my, in my unbiased opinion, this is the best city in Korea. And I know I just went through like absolute hell trying to move to Seoul. However, this is my favorite city to be in. Gwangju is a great city, and I would have gladly stayed here if it weren't for my job. And like, the reason I moved to Seoul was to have a better job. So I would have absolutely stayed in Gwangju if I had had a good job here. But now I can come back as a tourist. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on. Is my new favorite place. And I'm not gonna lie, whoever said don't judge a book by its cover is a liar. I 100% picked this up because the cover looks cool. And at this point in my reading endeavors, I know what I like and what I don't like. So I don't want to waste my time with books I don't like. Now, I'm not going to say I don't try different books. There are a couple books, like my best friend and I read very, very different genres. She's much more of the like Sarah Dessen, like kind of rom-com-y, love story, like that sort of thing. Like she was just talking about her favorite, like she has 4 books she likes, they're all connected. It's called like The 4 Weddings. So like that's more her genre. I am much more like fantasy adventure genre, a little bit of sci-fi. But every now and then, she and I have a book that we think would overlap with interest. And so I'm at a point to the story. Oh yes, not to say I don't branch out and try other things. However, you can usually tell by a cover if I'm going to like it. There is someone sitting over there, and he keeps glancing at me, and I think he's judging me, but I don't care. And so I saw this one, and it looks really promising. And then I read the back, and this is someone took Jekyll and Hyde, Sherlock Holmes and Watson, and then a couple other characters, and like combined it into one book. And so I just read the first couple pages because that usually gives me, no, that's not to say always, but that usually gives me a good idea of how the book's gonna go for me. Not always. There's been a few books that were slow to start and I ended up loving. But this one seems promising so far. So this one is The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. And let me tell you, I was not prepared to start this book at a graveside after a funeral. So I am intrigued. I will sit here for a little bit and read. Let me see if I can. This is like a hammock style cafe. So it looks like a traditional Korean home. I'm up on the second floor, like rafter area, which is take your shoes off kind. So like we're sitting on the floor, there's floor cushions, you can't take your shoes off. I love places like this, and there's one specific restaurant here that I really love that is a take your shoes off place. Absolutely love them. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here, drink my tea, and see how much of this I can get read. What is happening? Definitely just walked up to two random girls sitting there and was like, and I had Papa Go pulled up and I was like, I am so sorry, I have no friends, can one of you please take a picture for me? She was so sweet. I think I scared them because they looked like they were like maybe in middle school. I'm sorry, is this a reading room? Is this a library? What? Has there been a library reading area that I did not know about this entire time? I am upset. You're telling me I could have been here reading so often, and there's no, I am upset. Why do I find things after I move? But anyway, I think I just scared those poor girls, but you know, I got my picture. And now we're gonna go back to my Airbnb because I have been everywhere I want to be in Myeongdong and Seoseokdong, which I think technically I'm in Seoseokdong right now. But we're gonna go back. Oh, this wind feels amazing. Looking at the map, and apparently there's a like flower street close to this subway station, so we're gonna try find that because it looks, I mean, I guess I didn't see pictures. I just saw a flower street and I was like, let's go. So I gotta figure out where it is. Okay, I took exit 7, which was the correct one. Korea, man, be ready for stairs when you come. Okay, I need to check Kakao Maps. Little tip if you're ever taking the subway in Korea, wherever you're going, check Kakao Maps, or I guess Neighbor Maps, or whatever map you're using. See what a subway exit is closest to your destination, because when I first started taking the subway, I wouldn't check. And subway stations, usually if there's a subway station, you have to use the subway station to cross the street. So like, even if I didn't take the subway and I wanted to cross this road, because it is such a busy main road, the only way to cross it, there's no crosswalks. You have to use the subway station to cross the street. So there has been many a time where I like exited the subway station, realized where I wanted to go was on the other side of the street, and then had to go back down to the subway station anyway and cross the street again. Do not tell me it is over there. No, that's not it. It was on this. I took exit 7 for a reason. Okay, now I'm lost, which is totally how I do things. One thing that for sure shocked me when I first came here is how many stores just like leave product outside, like on display like this grocery store, because people here don't steal. Like, or like here, this CU, it's got just sitting out, no one watching it because no one steals stuff here. Like, it's just that I have been, my very first restaurant experience in Korea, I was at this tiny like ajima place, and this woman, like, it was my friend Crystal and I were the only two in the entire restaurant. This woman gets a call for an order. She makes the order. She looks at Crystal and I and goes, "잠깐만요," which means, "Hold on one moment, please," and then leaves us alone in the restaurant so she can go deliver this order. We were left alone in this restaurant for like 10 to 15 minutes on my it was my second day in Gwangju, right after I had moved here. And Crystal and I just looked at each other and we're like, what kind of parallel universe did we enter? But yeah, it's like super common to just have stores have unattended things sitting outside. All right, I feel like I was lied to. There are no flowers. And like, I understand like theme streets, usually it means like there's like art on the walls and things. There was no flower anything, so I feel lied to by Kakao Maps. Oh well, taking a slightly scenic route home. And by scenic, I mean high-rise. I'm looking at high-rise apartments. I should probably actually look at my Kakao maps so I can figure out where I'm going. This is also a very common like apartment style in Korea, is like having parking under the building. So it's like really, like, I used to live in a building like this. It's super common for apartments to just have like the entire ground floor is parking. I've had some people from back home ask me, I wonder how this sound is going to be because of this wind. Well, we're gonna go for it and hope for the best. I've had some people ask me and my mother, like, oh, like Hannah walks around at night. Like, do you ever feel unsafe walking around? I have never in my life felt safer walking around. I mean, in broad daylight, but especially at night, than I do living in Korea. Like, I have walked home. I don't recommend this. I did it out of necessity, and I was very alert, but I walked home by myself at 2 a.m. after my friends and I had gone out because I could not get a taxi. What is this? I have never felt safer walking around by myself than I do in Korea. Now, that's not to say Korea is 100% safe and like I don't have to be on guard. Obviously, I'm still like paying attention to my surroundings and things like that, but people don't bother you here. And like, I've had 1 or 2 instances where someone's actually bothered me in public and I just walk away and it's fine. People coming. Anyway, so no, I don't feel unsafe walking around Korea. I feel very safe in Korea. I've walked home after dark with my headphones on because I feel like that's how safe it is to walk around here. Once again, not totally safe. Still be on your guard, especially as a woman, because we all know how the world is. But like, Korea is very safe. Korea is very safe. And okay, especially like too, I am a foreigner and I'm quite clearly a foreigner. And by Korean standards, I am larger. So people especially don't wanna mess with me. So no. Well, TLDR, Korea is safe. If you ever visit Korea, don't feel like you can't go out and wander around by yourself, because you absolutely can. Another little pro tip from Hannah, because you know I'm a travel vlogger now. If you come to Korea and you're looking for a place to eat, yeah, there are some really nice, like kind of high-end Korean restaurants, but do not be afraid of the intimidating looking ones. And what I mean by the intimidating looking ones, I mean the ones where like it's run by an ajumma who looks like she could kill you if you say the wrong thing, but she's probably sweet as all get out and like is really excited when you come in and eat, and like the menu is all in Korean and it probably looks a little busted up on the outside. Those are where you find the best food. So they can be like intimidating, but if you have the chance, eat at one of those. That's where you find, and if you can't read the menu, I mean, just choose something. Just pick something on the menu and go for it. Usually the ajummas, especially if you look like a foreigner like me, if you choose something that's gonna be spicy, they'll be like, are you sure? So if she seems kind of hesitant to give it to you, it's probably just spicy. But don't be afraid of the intimidating restaurants, because that's how I found Kibap Imo. I was terrified. Okay, I was terrified to go into that woman's food stall until one day I saw she was selling hot dog, and I was like, I want hot dog. So I got some, and then I just like kept going back, and then finally one day I was starving, so I sat down and ate at her place, and that's how I found out she has like some of my favorite food in Gwangju. And then I ate there 3 days a week for like an entire year. So yeah, moral of the story, don't be, oh, green.
All right, let's do a little convenience store haul. So I was so going to get kimbap, and then I saw this, which piqued my interest. So we're gonna try this, because apparently I can microwave it. Yeah, color me intrigued. This is bigger than my head, so we're gonna try that. I also got some soft-boiled eggs. These are like my go-to at convenience stores. Convenience stores in Korea are absolutely lovely. These things are addictive, so naturally I bought a box, and if I remember correctly, come on, these are like yeah, these are little like whale, okay, they're called Kibap, which means like whale rice. They're little like puffed rice treats in the shape of whales. I compare them to like goldfish crackers in America, but these are, what flavor are these? I saw a green box, and I don't like the green box. These are bokum yangnam mat. So bokum means like mixed, I think, because bokumbap means like fried rice, or maybe bokum means fried, and yangnam is this like yangnam chicken. Mat means flavor. I'm getting to the point where like Korean words, I know what they mean, and I cannot for the life of me remember the English translation. So I know what flavor these are. I cannot tell you what flavor these are in English. So I got that. I got my green tea, and then this is something that I think is really cool. So in Korea, at convenience stores, any convenience store, you can get a cup of ice, because there's also, the guy didn't give me a straw. I'm not going all the way back down for a straw. I will just drink this out of the cup. These like bags of drink are really common, and so let me just open that up, and then let me see if I can to not break this. So you got the cup, and then there we go. I got blue lemonade because I don't need more coffee today, and I don't want more coffee. But you can get like iced Americanos, you can get like any beverage in these bags, and then this cup of ice. And like, obviously you don't have to get the bagged beverage to get a cup of ice. Like, I could have dumped this in there if I wanted to. I might actually put this in the fridge so it stays cold. But yeah, there you go. That's my convenience store haul. Oh, that is sweet. Oh, that is some sweet lemonade. Anyway, let's microwave this, see what we got going on here. All right, it's microwaved. This looks like it's going to be decent at best. Good Lord, it's so floppy. It's so... There's like no sauce on this. It's literally just cheesy bread, which I mean is good. But like, no sauce whatsoever. I need some like marinara sauce to dip this in. I mean, it's fine. I'll finish it. Bye.